What is up, YouTube? It is Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to our college football prediction series, Pick Six Pick Ems, for the first time all season. I am being joined by the whole squad. We got Zaya, Steven, and Jimmy and myself, and we got 6 college games to predict for you. Before we do that, though, let's see how we did last week. And overall, pretty good. Zaya did the best, 5-1. Me and Jimmy, 4-2. Steven, 3-3.
Should have went with Ohio State.
And then Pitt got all of us, unfortunately.
Next time.
Yeah. That brings... Indeed. If we can somehow do it against Clemson, we'll see. They just lost to Louisville, which Isaiah, you were the only one to take.
That was a hot one, right?
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Of course I don't. I never bet on
it. But that brings our overall to very interesting. Steven still leads at 40-20, but only one under that is me and Jimmy at 39-21, and only one under that is Isaiah at 38-22.
I'm doing better than Isaiah.
That's why I don't bet.
I don't know college ball.
So, let us predict more college football games. Danny. First, we got probably the matchup of the week, at least one of them. We got number 3 Georgia at number 16 Ole Miss. Georgia, I believe, has only the one loss to Bama. Ole Miss has 2 losses, an upset to Kentucky, and then LSU. In 2 losses, this is probably gonna KO them, but I think Georgia's gonna just too good, and plus they got Tennessee the following week. They gotta stay, with that one loss for playoff and standing reasons. So give me Georgia to just take care of business.
I'm gonna take Georgia as well. Game. I thought about Ole Miss, but I'm gonna take Georgia.
I am also taking Georgia.
All right, so we're all on Georgia. They're not favored by a lot, but it is, at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is ranked 16 or so we'll see. Next up, we have an ACC matchup. We got ranked 23 Clemson at Virginia Tech. 3:30 on ESPN, but Pitt SMU had to be on ACC Network, but that was probably for the best. So as Clemson is coming off an upset to Louisville, but once upon a time Louisville was ranked. They're decent, I'd say. Virginia Tech has been pretty iffy this season. Like sometimes they feel good, sometimes it's like nah. Like they have like 4 losses. They started lost to Vanderbilt, and then they lost to Rutgers, Miami, and then most recently Syracuse. I think Clemson gets, I don't know if back on track, but I think they bounce back at least. Give me Clemson to beat Virginia Tech. Maybe, but I don't think Clemson's falling off that bad. I think they just got trapped in a trap game.
I am taking Virginia Tech because just something tells me to take Virginia Tech. Big trust.
Yeah, give me Clemson.
I'll take Clemson as well.
All right, next up, we have an unranked matchup. I'd say both of these teams are decently close to being ranked, and one of them was just ranked 25th. We have South Carolina at Vanderbilt. Vandy is not that bad this year. They only lost to Texas by 3 points. They had that big Alabama upset. And then they only have 2 other losses to Georgia State and then Missouri, who's a bit iffy. South Carolina, they kind of sort of clobbered the ranked 10 team Texas A&M 44-20 last time. But they lost to Bama, but only by 2 points. And then they lost to LSU and Ole Miss. LSU by 3. Ole Miss destroyed them 27-3. But all ranked teams, all decent teams. I'm gonna say South Carolina wins this one, but I don't know. Maybe Vandy's got more in the tank.
Unfortunately, I'm actually going with Vanderbilt. I think they've had a pretty good season so far, and I think this is like a little upset matchup that they can get off. So I'm probably gonna be on the only one on this. So like I'm 0 for 2, and that's why I'm in last place. But big trust.
Give me South Carolina.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go South Carolina.
All right, next up we have probably the second best matchup of the week. We got ranked 11 Alabama at ranked 15th LSU. Both these teams got 2 losses. SEC. I was just getting done saying the Vanderbilt upset from Bama, and then they lost to Tennessee. And then LSU lost week 1 to USC, which now doesn't look too good. And then they just got and I think they're coming off a bye week because their last game was Texas A&M, and so was South Carolina, so they can't play twice. So they lost to Texas A&M 38-23. It feels like even with only 2 losses, I don't know. I thought LSU let me down more than that. I think they let me down last time. I know Alabama's been a bit iffy, like regardless of like even like wins, because like there's like I mean they got kind of back on track to Missouri, but I don't know. I think they win this one. Give me Alabama.
Yeah, I'm going with the Roll Tide as well. Should be not an easy game, but they should be able to win. LSU is like not, they're not the Joe Burrow team anymore.
Give me Bama.
Alabama.
Take me home, Alabama, that sweet home. Alright, next up we got old reliable Boise State this week. Nevada's coming at Boise State at the Blue Field. But Boise State is ranked 12. Nevada is 3-7. I'm going with Boise State.
I'm taking Boise State as well. Shout out to Jimmy for consistently picking this game.
Consistently, and they got the Heisman, and you know who I'm gonna pick. Come on, Boise with the Heisman. Last week I was off by, but I think I was off by 1 yard. Got the touchdowns perfectly. I was off by 1 yard. Give me a second to think about this. He's gonna go for like 234 this week. 3 to 4 touchdowns. I'm gonna go with 4.
Doesn't he have like 30 touchdowns already?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But 234 3 yards and 4 touchdowns. I would bet the over 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards. He needs it.
Boise State.
All right, for our last game here, we have number 9 BYU at Utah. And I'm going to be honest here, this game confuses the hell out of me because BYU is undefeated, 8-0. They're only favored a little by they're minus 3.5 points and minus 182 to win this. Utah is 4-4 on a 4-game losing streak, losing to Houston, TCU, Arizona State, and Arizona. Houston is literally, well, they're 3-5. I thought they were a bit worse than that. TCU 4-3. Arizona State I think is decent. They're 5-1. I don't know. I'm confused about the betting lines here, but I'm gonna stick with BYU, though Vegas is kind of making this a little spooky. But give me BYU.
I'm gonna take BYU as well, simply because you took them, Brendan.
Yeah, give me BYU. Excuse me.
BYU.
All right, so that is going to be our predictions of the week. Let us know how we did and let us know if there were any matchups that we missed. A few interesting ones. But no crazy ranked v ranked ones. We got the 2 big ones. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. You watch of us. Goodbye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know